In the words of Keith Murray, he said, "The most beautifulest thing in this world is just like that. I get in you." Um, what is the most beautiful thing in this world? Life, love, peace. You know, just being able to appreciate the moments for what they are. Just taking it all in. I mean, positive vibes, peace to the people out there. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for coming through. Whether you watch it now, whether you see this later, whatever the case may be. I got to get something to drink. I'm right here. I have not gone anywhere. I did it my way. But just want to start the day off right, or at least make the attempt to start the day off right. For me, it's early, it's late for some, it's the next day for other folks, or whatever the case may be. Here we are another day, pressing on, pushing on, trying to do what it is that we do. Hopefully, folks are out there enjoying their weekend for whatever it's worth, whatever's happening and whatnot. Some people are still sleeping. I wish I could still sleep myself. My mother's currently on vacation doing her thing. Shout out to her. Viva Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. Oh, Puerto Rico. Oh. Yeah, that whole thing. But for the most part, I just want to wish, you know, um, folks nothing but peace, blessings and peace. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world. There's a lot of people, a lot of pain, a lot of strife. A lot of, I don't know, mental health issues with folks going on and whatnot. A lot of hopelessness running around. But everything ain't all, what you call it, dark clouds and whatnot. Everything ain't all doom and gloom or fire and brimstone. There's hope in the world. There's peace. There's prosperity. Life is beautiful, if you choose to live it. It can be the most beautifulest thing in this world, to have love, to have life, to have peace in your heart. As much war and pestilence and strife and stresses in this world, we fight for peace. Hopefully we fight for peace. You fight for love in your heart. You fight to, not just succumb to all the negativity in the world, because there's so much of it. So, I encourage people, I urge people, to, find the positives, find the silver linings to the dark cloud, find the sunshine to the rainbows, find the positive spots, the places, the moments of peace that's out there, wherever they may be for whatever it's worth. I mean, I'm not trying to say, go out there and get fake positivity. No, don't do that, but for the most part, there's reasons to, wake up in this morning that are good, I mean, the fact that you woke up this morning is a good thing. Some people may debate that, depending on bill collectors or whatever. But it's a good thing that you woke up this morning. It's a good thing that you're here. Not so much in this live stream, but so much that you're living. Um, it's a beautiful thing, to just appreciate life for what it is, even if things are not always, what they should be. It's a beautiful thing to, really put yourself in a space where you can, prosper, or you can at least begin to appreciate, where you should or shouldn't be, and, it's real, it's real like that. So it's just like, um, what do you want to do? How do you want to take this life on? How do you want to attack the day, so to speak? You could either let things happen to you or make things happen. You could either take things, with a grain of salt, or you could, just put the whole, box or bottle in there and just, worry about that, But life is beautiful, It's the most beautiful thing in this world, I mean, just being able to appreciate, being alive, just appreciate the moment for what it is, that's just what I'm saying, and as I look out there into the world, I appreciate the moments. I appreciate this moment in time, this life. What's going on. I encourage you to appreciate this moment. Not so much just the live stream, but what you have, the blessings, the opportunities, the things that are coming your way. Even appreciate the strife. Appreciate the negativity, because it forges us and pushes us in different ways. I mean, it molds us into who we can be, and like I said, just, takes us away from what we are and tries to make us better. I know this message is for everybody. Folks may not want to hear me, talk like this, and, maybe a little too preachy for you or whatever the case, which I'm not trying to be. Just, trying to have a real talk or whatever the case. Just talking about some some positive things or whatever the case may be. Nothing controversial, no drama. You know, there's a lot of drama out in the world. There's a lot of people that gravitate towards that, are addicted to that type of stuff. You know, who knows? I'll do a live stream about that one of these days. Let me sip my tea. You know, been talking a lot, so you know your voice could definitely get there. You know, but for the most part, you know, I'm just hoping folks have a great day. You know, I'm just hoping folks, just appreciate, the moments out there. You know, the most beautiful thing in this world, the most beautiful thing in this world is life. It's being able to live life, love. Just appreciating it or whatnot. And I'm hoping that you folks out there, whoever you are, whoever you may be, are appreciating this time. You know, it may not seem like everything is going your way, and it may not go your way. You know, it may be a situation where you say, hey, why are things not working out the way that I would like them to? But you keep on living, you keep on waking up, you keep on, moving through the sunshine, through the rain, through the heartache and the pain, all that. You know, at times when I'm wise about it, or when I'm being smart, I pray for strength to deal with it all. The good, the bad, the ugly, the in between. And I hope you do the same. I hope you bear through it all. Because it's easy to go through the sunshiny days, as you can see, so to speak. But how do you deal with the rain? How do you deal with the setbacks and stuff like that? That makes you, as well. And I appreciate these moments. I appreciate these moments. I mean, I don't know about you. Like I said, I can't speak for you, but all I can do is speak for me. In this particular situation, people probably see this title and be like, "What is he talking about? The most beautiful thing in this world? What does he mean? What does he mean? The most beautiful thing in this world?" Scott King, thank you for coming through. Thank you for having the bravery to speak up in the comments. Thank you, even if it's just emojis. But you're on target. It's like, what does he mean, the most beautiful thing in this world? For me, the most beautiful thing in this world is life, love. Just being able to appreciate, being able to love your fellow human being regardless of what's going on with them and whatnot. Just appreciating them for who they are and whatnot. Regardless of our faults, our flaws, and stuff like that. The most beautiful thing in this world is when we see each other as human beings, not dehumanizing each other, regardless of our faults, regardless of our flaws, regardless of, what may, make us, who we are, just it's the human condition, the human experience, I mean, it's beautiful, it's a great thing once you take a step back and you look at it all and you put it into context, just the beauty of how we can coexist together, regardless of our differences, sexual preferences, religious backgrounds, political leanings, ideologies, lack of them, whatever the case may be. It's a lot to explore. There's a lot to see in each other. So much, even in this crazy world, even in this twisted world. There's so much to see. There's so much to still explore. There's so much to be appreciative for. Even in the most destitute of situations. So it's kind of crazy like that. So I just woke up in that mood. The unconditional love of one from another is beautiful. Yeah, Cap 7. Thank you for sharing that. It's true. So it does come to a point where like I said, it's just, I don't know, it's a beautiful thing to see life. To experience it, to appreciate it in other folks. Regardless of your relationship with them or whatever the case may be. Sometimes we just have so much hate in the world, so much drama, so much negativity, that we fail to realize that, what, there's something actually worth waking up for. Whether you appreciate it or not is up to you. Whether you feel like it's something, worth living or whatever the case may be, that's up to you. But still, life is there. You can touch it, you can hold it, you can have it in your hands, you can feel the weight of it. You could feel the gravitas behind it. It's precious. It's something to behold. Love, it's something that makes us who we are. So it's a lot worth waking up for, which most people may not realize it. Most people may not care. It may seem like this old saying, a different day, same ish. And sometimes it's really not that. It's a perspective. I remember when I was in the military, one of my sergeants or whatever, one of my staff sergeants, he told me, said, life is what you make it. And I thought I heard it before, but I thought it was one of the silliest things I ever heard. And then you start to think about it, and as you get older, as you experience things, you realize, it is what you make it. It is, how you approach it, how you attack it. If you want to have a miserable day, you can make that happen. That's the self-fulfilling prophecy on that. But if you want to have a good day, you can fight for it. You can go after it. You can, really begin to open up some things, some opportunities. You can change your attitude, your approach to the day right now. You don't have to wait until later. You don't have to wait until, some ordained or specific moment. You can right now decide, whatever type of day you want to have, you can change it, regardless of what's going on, and that's up to you. Sometimes we're overcome by, different negativities in the world, different emotions, different, traumatic events that happen. But I tell anybody that gets knocked down, you don't have to stay down. You can get up, you can accomplish some things, if you're willing to appreciate the struggle, if you're willing to appreciate the fight that it takes to, be balanced, to be equal. We all have things that we go through. We all have demons that we face, skeletons in our closets, or demons that we run away from, whatever the case may be. Those things are there. I'm not saying that that's not there. I'm not saying, let's have a kumbaya, fake come to Jesus moment. I'm not saying you can't come to Jesus if that's your thing, but I don't want to fake it, so, this is the thing about being realistic about, hey, look, it's possibilities out there. Some of the possibilities, are vast. I won't say endless, but, the possibilities are vast for what one can accomplish in a day. The possibilities are astounding. It will astound you to understand and see life if you approach it, in an open, optimistic way. I mean, realistic too. You balance with the pessimism and all that stuff. The cynicism and all that. I mean, that has its place. But it's about understanding that there's so much to see out there. There's so much to go and walk into. You never know. You have to give yourself a chance. And I say this, and I do this live stream a lot of, because a lot of times people don't give themselves a chance. They wake up and they continue some negativity for something that happened months ago, weeks ago, years ago, seconds ago. Stuff from their past, or from their childhood, or people don't know how to let go, of negativity and things that are not going anywhere. So it's about beginning to understand that it's so beautiful out there, and it's so beautiful. It can be so beautiful in your mind and your heart and your spirit and your soul, when you embrace it and let it happen. There are things that, creep up, old habits and stuff like that, old thoughts, negativity, that may persist, and fight against us for us to, be in a negative space. But it doesn't have to be that. You can really push forward. You can really begin to move yourself in that space where you need to be, be it through your thoughts, be it through your actions, be it through the people you hang around, be it through, the content that you put out there, the books that you read, just having quiet time, or, somebody like Cal 7, you go out into nature and stuff like that. There's different things that you can do, to put yourself in that space, to put yourself in those options where you can really begin to grow. You can really begin to, make some things happen, and, that's important. It's important to know that. It's important to see that. It's important to, go out there and experience life, go out there and experience these, the most beautiful, thing in this world is life, I mean, life, love, peace, happiness. But the most beautiful thing, I think, of all is probably, the most beautiful thing in this world is probably life, of course, with love, I guess they went neck and neck, but it's interesting, it's interesting what can transpire, what can happen if you allow it, it's a beautiful sight to behold when you just let, you let life happen, you let things come to you, you let the universe align with where it's supposed to be, and destiny finds you in the places where you're supposed to be. Sometimes we force the action so much in a negative way that we don't even realize, we're doing something negative, or we're pushing ourselves in a bad light, so it is important to, embrace the energy, the positive energy, understand the negative energy, balance it out, and find your way in the right place, understanding that, there are temporary things that happen that may throw us off and, lean us in a negative way, but that's just for a moment, like the storm, like the rain, this too shall pass, but that's up to you. You know what I'm saying? So, on that note, I just encourage folks to go out there and live it, man. Make these things happen, understand that the most beautiful thing in this world is life, is love, Find that peace, that prosperity in your heart. Don't be afraid of it. Touch it, grab it, go out there, receive it. Don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself. As opposed to that, as far as that's happening and whatnot. Hopefully, this live stream was helpful, beneficial to you. Hopefully it finds you well. For those people that are doing the replay, gang, 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 gang. You know what I'm saying? If you made it to this point, I appreciate you as well as for that point. I appreciate the people that have been in this chat, the 2 people, the 3 people, the 4 people. I appreciate the lurkers, folks that have come through. I appreciate the people that is going to give me a thumbs down on this, or the people that think, well, this is not worth enough for me to get a thumbs down, or I appreciate the people that don't even watch, that don't want to watch, that maybe don't want to hear this type of thing. This message is for you as well. I want you to, have a prosperous day. I want you to think differently about your life and the approach to it. This is something, just me sending out positive vibes into the earth, to the atmosphere. Hopefully the karma, the positive vibes come back. So this is really, just saying, hey, love and peace to you. Go out there and experience the most beautiful thing in this world, which is life. Love. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful if you allow it to be. These things, they matter. They happen. Don't be afraid to experience them. And it's the small things. It's not something great and big. You don't have to go on a vacation. You don't have to spend a whole lot of money. You don't have to go find friends. You don't have to go get drunk. You don't have to go sex yourself up. You don't have to go drug yourself up or whatever, or go try to dress up and impress somebody, or whatever the case, or show your knowledge or your possessions. You can literally just go out there sometimes and be at peace with nature. Find yourself in the moment, in the mood, in a situation where, what, hey, this is my moment, this is my time. Even if it's just a quiet moment, a quiet time, a quiet space that you find yourself in, why not go out there and experience it? It's your life. Why not, live it? Why not go out there and appreciate it for what it is? I think that's all I got for you at this moment. But I appreciate you folks for coming by. And as always, spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. Don't forget, go out there and have a good day.